Come to the stage right now. Put your hands together for Kevin!
Welcome to the Unfunny Kevin Show. I am your host, Kevin Melody. It is Monday, December 16th, and I'm back. I survived my trip to Los Cabos, Mexico. It was fucking, it's like indescribable. It was indescribable. I stayed at Grand Velas Hotel Resort. Shout out to literally everyone there. Was fucking amazing. My wife and I went out there. It was like a delayed kind of a honeymoon / vacation. And we had a fucking amazing time. I don't even know where to start. It was nuts. Like everything went according to plan, which is not normal for me. Like it really isn't. This was like a 10 out of 10. I hit a home run. Like it's not like I expected it to be bad. I just knowing me and my luck. You listen to the show. You know what kind of life I've lived. You know, like I just didn't think like, bro, there's no way it's going to be 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. It'll be 6 out of 10 with hiccups and weird things. I'm like, bro, at the very least, there will be delays. It'll be a 4-hour delay. But no, like it was magical. My wife and I, like everything was ready. I got the Uber lined up. They showed up right on fucking time. I got to the airport early. Got to go, there were funny things. Things were funny, but nothing was bad. Like nothing was bad at all. Got to the airport on time. Shout out Delta. Flight was on time. Flight was early as fuck. Half an hour early on both. It was like fucking nuts. We got there and like, I'm never going back to Hawaii. I'm done with it. I'm over it. After having gone there, I'm never going there. Never again. I'm over it. It's not worth it. Went to Hawaii like 4 times when I was a kid. And I remember it vaguely, but it's just like for the amount of travel you put in, like I look at value. It's like, dude, you're going 2 hours from LAX to land. And this includes ascension and descending and all the bullshit. And you're in the most like beautiful, magical, and it's white as shit. Like there's white people everywhere. I was in shock. I was like, bro, there's no, this was my moment to be Mexican, because I'm Mexican passing, with the name Kevin, living in LA, looking the way I do. But no, it was like, hi, Mr. Melody, how can we help you? And I was like, me llamo Kevin. They're like, oh, hola, ¿cómo está? And I was like, I got to, it's funny. I remember, as a side note, as a fun Spanish thing, like when I was in, I don't know, I think I was like 12. When I was a kid, my mom would sign me up for like college things, like college summer activities. I don't know why. Maybe it's because she thought it would help a lot. But my mom signed me up for like Spanish. I've taken Spanish like 3 times in my life. And it's funny because I speak another language, but like the Spanish, it was like me and my cousins. We went to like some Pierce College in the Valley, some fucking community college in the Valley called Pierce, where I grew up, like San Fernando Valley area. And we went to this like adult school, teens mixed with adults. And it was like a Spanish 10-week summer camp. And I learned like roja, azul, amarillo, restaurante, autobús, alfombre, la lampera, gato, perro. And I learned like a lot of the alphabet. I'm like autistic. I don't know. I'm autistic. I retained the alphabet. I was like A B C D E F G H K L M N N something Z at the end. I don't know. The point is this: It never stuck. I took it like fucking 3 times. The second time, it was me and my friend. It was me and my 2 friends in like middle school. And I don't know if we heard online or something. It wasn't a true friend. It was me and one of my friends that I was really close with. And we were like 12 or 13. And he didn't tell me to do this, but it was like a mutual acquaintance that we were friends with. And we were taking Spanish class. And I think that kid, the one that was in the Spanish class, spoke Spanish, or he was like half Mexican or Salvadorian or some shit. And he was like, hey guys, I'm taking Benadryl before class. And I was like, really? This kid was fucked up. He might be dead. He was like, yeah, I'm taking Benadryl before class. And he was like, you got to take like 4 or 5 and then you see shit. And I was like, I'll take 6. He's like, what? And I took 6 and scared the shit out of my poor friend, who just like watched me change. Like he watched me change. And I was having like full on panic attack hallucinations. I was seeing shit. I was super fucked up. Like it fucked with my senses. I had to get in the car with him and his mother and act normal, like sweating bullets. And she took us to like the Habit, and it was like me, him. We went to a bowling alley, and I met another one of my friends, and who was a friend of his, and we like exchanged phone number. Well, this was all while I was like tripping on Benadryl, trying to learn Spanish. It was nuts. It was fucking nuts. So anyway, that's my Spanish experience. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to go here and it'll be like, me and a bunch of fucking local Los Cabians speaking Spanish. And it was not the fucking case. Everybody speaks fucking English, and it's hilarious. Like you go to the airport, it's got Carl's Jr. and fucking Panda Express, all this shitty, like local United States white shit. It was really funny. But yeah, we just like, I don't know. We had the time of our lives. The actual resort, like once we got there, it was nuts. Like like I said, no fucking delay in the planes, none of that bullshit. The flights were 2 seconds. I loved it. It was like literally you spend 30 minutes. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I get on a plane, the most anxiety I get is at the airport. And I figured that out with my wife, because when we were flying there, we went to the Delta Lounge. Shout out Amex. And it was phenomenal. It was like really chill. You can take a shower. Oh, fuck. There's private bathrooms and shit. I just went there. We got there like an hour and a half early. No problems. Nobody gave us any problems. So I got like breakfast. I had a little tea, fucking charged my tablet. I was living the life. It was great. And I was watching planes like come in, because there's like a little patio, like a bar. It's amazing. You get drinks. It's all included in the lounge shit. And if you have a card, free, you pay like, I think it was like $50 for my wife. And that was it. Like we got to just chill in the lounge, and it was fucking phenomenal. Like truly phenomenal. So we did that, and everything was going according to plan. But once we got out of there and had to go to the gate to board, like that's when the anxiety started setting in. It was so weird. Like I was looking around. It was Christmas themed. LAX has Christmas shit everywhere, and they have this like in the Delta area. There's this animatronic Santa, and he's like looking back and forth, and he's moving. And I was like, "Is that fucking Santa? Like, is that fucking Santa looking at me?" Like, it kept moving, and then there's like 4 or 5 people sitting in the. When people sit down in the fucking airport, and they put their bag on their chair, and then they put a bag on another chair. They take up like 4 chairs. It's one guy, like he's double wide. He needs 2 chairs, but he takes up like 4 because he puts bags all over the place. It's like that guy, and then quiet little like a little Chinese lady trying to ask if she can take that seat. And he's like not really paying attention. He's locked in to like interdimensional beings and watching Alex Jones and shit. And just completely like, it's just, you're watching people that are riddled with anxiety. So like if you're chilling, you just were in the lounge, blah, 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 you got a cake flight. It's easy for you. But then you absorb the motherfuckers around you, or you observe and absorb. Like, I'm one of those people, I observe the fuck out of everything and I do my best not to absorb shit. Like, I try, like my wife will tell you, I can turn it off pretty easily. You know, if I go to work, I observe everything. I'm locked in, but I don't really absorb it. Like, I can leave the shit behind, you know? But for some reason, I think it's because I'm most vulnerable when I'm doing something that's entirely selfish. Like, it's for me. Like, me traveling and doing shit for me is, in my brain, like, it's a personal thing. It's fun. It's not like I'm in service of others. So I guess I'm fucking having a breakthrough with you folks. So I guess the thing is, my brain on default is like, care for others. I'm everyone's father, nurture. So like, I kind of observe and I see these things. I see the little Chinese lady upset and she can't really sit down. This fucking 300-pound white guy taking up 4 seats. I see Santa kind of moving in the background, tripping me out a little bit. I'm like, is that really moving? I don't know. I got my wife next to me. She's fine. I'm looking over here. There's like a line forming and people scowling. There's a lot of white people scowling and flagging managers and attendants and yelling. And then there's people at the bar and they're shooting shots at 9 a.m. And I'm like, why do they need to be drunk? It's a 2-hour flight. This doesn't even make sense. Should I be drunk? Is there something to worry about up there? I don't know. Like, it starts washing over you. So like, the craziest part is, I think I've talked about this before, like, planes are just boring. Like, once you're in the plane, it's boring as shit. You know, for the most part, you're stationary and you're just watching bullshit. And I like to have my like flight map and like a show. Like, those are the 2 things I like. I think it's interesting and keeps my brain locked in. Like, yo, this is where we're at right now. We're an hour in. Boom, boom, boom. How much more fucking Office can one man watch? Do I need to watch a movie? What's the time? What am I looking at here? You know? So for me personally, beautiful, smooth by all accounts, great flight, took 2 seconds, no delays, only anxiety in the airport. Great once I'm in the air. It took 2 seconds, bro. It was like literally like under 2 hours. And it was like an AI generated paradise. Like, everybody asked me, my cousin asked me, she's like, where the fuck are you? I was like, bro, I'm in like some AI. Like, the fucking, it costs a lot of fucking money. I'm not going to bullshit you, but we went to this place and we got the corner grand class suite and the ocean view with the spa and the room and the 2-person jacuzzi. And it was fucking nuts. And anything you want 24/7. We had these 2 concierges that would like follow us around the hotel. At first I thought we were doing something wrong. You know, like they're taking notes. Like, oh, like, you know, they're not supposed to touch the water there. But they'd come up to me and be like, Senor Melody. And I'd be like, oh, yes. Hi, how are you? Is everything up to your standards? I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking anyone. Let me give you like cash. And then I realized I didn't exchange currency. So I was handing out like $10 bills. I didn't know the pesos, like how, like what the conversion was. And it didn't fucking occur to me till way later. Because we're on the resort, bro. Everything's on the Amex and I'm not really thinking about it, right? But everyone was so fucking nice, dude. Everyone at the resort, everyone at the fucking airport, the driver, bro, like the guy who picked us up. We had this like black car service, like everything was fucking awesome. So like, if you haven't done it, set the fucking money aside, do whatever you got to do. And just go, man. I want to go fucking like once a year after that, dude. It was nuts. It was so beautiful. The resort was basically ours. Like, it was 20% capacity because people really don't start going there until Christmas and January. So go early. It's nice. The weather's beautiful. But yeah, people all worried like, oh, there's killings in Mexico. Oh my goodness. Like, I think I talked about this before. Like, when you tell people you're going, they kind of have everyone has a different take. You know? Oh no. Do they hablo inglés? Yes, Janet, they habla inglés. They most of them don't speak Spanish. It's fucking hilarious. So it's like there was some, while we were there, coincidentally, this is kind of funny. Not funny, RIP, but a couple was murdered and it was in like Mexico City in some fucked up like I don't know. They caught a stray, bro. You can catch a stray here if you're fucking walking the streets of Philly. Like, you can catch a stray anywhere in the U.S. We got fucking Luigi Mangione shooting the fucking white billionaire CEOs in the middle of Manhattan. It doesn't get any crazier than that, does it? We got kids that shoot up kids. You know what? That stuff doesn't get covered nearly as long because no one's fuckable in that situation. I figured out why. I figured out why the kids that murder kids on campuses, it's politicized for about 7 days. It's like a 7-day news cycle. People say no guns, fuck them. And people say too many guns. And people say it's the kids are on the drugs, man. And where's the manifesto? Was he trans? And then after 7 days, it's gone. It's completely gone. It comes back on Anti-Gun Violence Awareness Day. It's like once a year, and they give you all the stats. But after 7 days, it's gone. One fuckable adult murders white guy CEO. This is like this is forever. This is going to be a years-long thing. It will not leave the news cycle. Welcome to America, folks. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll talk more when I'm back. Listen, you are coming into the holiday season. I won't bother singing songs because I know they're triggering for you. You need to deliver a Christmas to your children that, frankly, you're not prepared to deliver. And they're not really deserving of, in my opinion. So you're really stressed. You're in a corner now. And in that stress, you reach for your phone and you go to Instagram and you figure, fuck it. Instagram will distract me in this moment. My algorithm is tits. It's ass. It's sports. It's going to distract me. And you open it up and there's Kenny. And Kenny's posting what he's doing with his 3 retards. Kenny bought them all the iPhone 19 Pro with the AI. They all have AI. Now his 3 retards are blessed with the gift of AI. What are you going to do? Well, what can you do? You could delete Instagram and just run over to Twitter. But on Twitter, it's even worse. LeBron James and Diddy are going down on Twitter because you're on the conspiracy side of Twitter. Alex Jones is yelling at you about Beyonce's fake baby bump theory and how she drinks blood of children. Well, you can just delete Twitter now because then you're going to download it again. Then you go to your email, and then you choose drugs and alcohol, and we all know how that ends. Divorce, loss of those children you want to so greatly deliver Christmas to. This can all be avoided with the light phone, folks. If you go into the bio right now, I believe it's $5.99 to pre-order. The light phone, go to 3. It has no distractions. It doesn't have Kenny and his children and their Instagram feed and all that shit. No feeds, more fun. No feedy, more fun. Muy bueno. Use the link. Don't fuck this up. In the bio, buy something from the Light Phone store. It will support you and take you off the habit that is presently crippling you mentally, whilst supporting your favorite comedy program you listen to every Monday. Thank you, folks. Support the Light Phone, which supports the Unfunny Kevin Show. So, folks, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. But what nobody knows about him is he was mercilessly addicted to marijuana and cigarettes. That's right, folks. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. How did Santa kick his habit? Because he was smoking and dropping all kinds of weird racial slurs. And the reindeer were getting quite upset. I'm telling you right now, this is all documented. So how did they kick it? Well, the only way to really kick his habit, because when you get high, like I said, he'd say crazy things. Lots of weird things. Mostly about migrants. So how do we stop this? what we do is we supplied Santa with Oklahoma smokes, folks. Oklahoma smokes deliver the finest CBD in the entire globe because the CBD is locally sourced in California, 100% grown, 42,000 happy customers, 40-day money back guarantee. I mean, folks, it doesn't get better than this. They use the highest quality papers and materials. They have pre-rolls so that Rudolph could kick the fucking weed habit. And they also have them in cigarette form. So whilst kicking that, he could enjoy a couple of cigs. And it's the best way to get in that ritual and kick the habit and the addiction. There's no nicotine, no tobacco, no psychoactive THC, 100% CBD. Use the code UNFUNNYKEVIN right now to get 15% off your first order of It's Oklahoma Smokes, folks. Use the link in the bio and the code itsoklahomas.com. Go ahead and it's the season to take a lesson from Rudolph. Or is it Adolf? I don't know, folks. Thank you for listening. So anyway, we had a wonderful time. Food was fucking nuts. We went into a bar. They have like this giant bar and I thought it was closed and we just went in. It was like nuts. It was just me and my wife and like one bartender. We played pool like alone. He fucking put on Post Malone, which is really funny. And he just fancied it for us. It was crazy. It was nuts. Like it was just the three of us. And he just gave us drinks and shit. And then like the second night we were there, we were at the pool. They have a beautiful pool. They have like 5 pools, but there's like a Serenity pool that's for adults and has like, it's like an infinity pool. You can swim up, look at the ocean, have drinks and shit. It's really cool. We were sitting there and this fucking rando, like taller, blonde, white lady just came up to me and my wife. And I was like ready to jump up and be like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? And she was like, hey girl. And she's like, hi. And she goes, that's a beautiful rock, sister. My wife's like, what? And she's like, I just love, it's timeless. That big rock with that band, your ring. It's just, girl, I just got to overshare. And I was like, oh God, like, please leave us alone. We're on vacation. What the fuck? And she goes, I'm recently a widow. And I miss mine a lot. And then my wife's so sweet, she's like, well, girl, like you can just wear it. Like, it's fine. Wear it. And she's like, yeah, the thing is I'm here. God, I hope you guys don't seem judgmental. And I was like, nope, I'm really judgmental. Please leave. What the fuck? You stop talking to me. And she was like, yeah, sorry. I don't know if you saw who I was here with. And there was like a fucking kind of Vin Diesel looking motherfucker. Just somehow Vin Diesel uglier, and shorter and browner. And, there was like a skinny white chick who's vaping and has like those horrendous tattoos. You know what I'm talking about. Horrendous. Just like the fucking rose vine that goes up the spinal. It's all the generic fucking, they're in GTA 5. The tattoos are all in GTA 5. Go look it up. And I saw, like, she kind of pointed to the two of them walking by and she's like, that man is my widow's brother. And I was like, oh, cool. It's like a family. I didn't even and she's like, we're in a open minded people understand it. We're in a throuple. And I was like, Jesus, even in Mexico, we can't get away from fucking LA. I was like, what? And my wife looks at me and she's like, shh, shh. She's like, and, it's obviously hard. He's 2 years older than my brother, than his brother was, but it was sudden. And, I didn't kill him. And I'm like, wait, what? How is that make it? First of all, none of us suspected you murdered anyone until right now. That was a crazy out of pocket thing to say. Second of all, who's the gaunt other white lady, the ghostly looking white lady who looks like she's never seen the sun? And she's like, that's his wife. That's his wife. Well, we're a throuple. And I was like, oh my God, what in the flying fuck? And then it kind of forced me, like, because then it opened this like hilarious other dialogue with my wife, which was like, look, I'm a man, and I know this is controversial to say, but if you're a dude, okay, and this is run amok, a fucking foul. I mean, that guy's a legendary piece of shit for taking his dead brother's wife. But if it weren't his wife, if it were just a third, a rando, I don't know, his wife's friend or something, like there's no universe where I see a guy, unless there's a horrendous circumstance, like he's your dead brother's girl, that he'd be like, oh yeah, babe, I mean, I just don't feel comfortable, you know? Like a third party in this would be his wife. Like his wife should be the one to be like, babe, as cool and as like aligned as our chakras are, it's your brother's wife, and I think there's like some moral, like it's totally moral to have a throuple, but like with your brother's wife, like come on, like bitch, you didn't fucking say anything, like nothing, there's no red flag, and you could tell like she seemed cranky about the arrangement. It didn't seem like she was having the most fun. She disappear and vape constantly, and the blonde girl with the fucking, you know, the dude was just running around giggling, sharing her fucking dirty laundry with everybody, drunk. But the white girl seemed really off. And so we proceeded to shake these off like fleas. My point was like, that bitch left the door open. Like she was like, yo, let's invite this woman. Like, cause like men are fucking dogs. We're pigs. Of course we're going to sign up for that shit. And frankly, if you're a real dog, yeah, you take your brother's fucking dead brother's chick if she's bad. If she was fucking 350 pounds, I guarantee it. If she came crying and asking to be a throuple and the wife co-signed it, the dude would say, well, you know, the sanctity of marriage, because they're fucking hypocrites and full of shit. Anyway, we had a really wonderful time in Cabo. Am I in the wrong? Can I put this as like a voting thing in Spotify? And you guys can like vote and tell me like who in that triangle of fucked is really the worst person? Who's the worst to blame? Text me. We have a thing in the bio. You can text me who is the real problem. Is it the widow? Is it the widow's brother who decided to, you know, this is chill? Or is it the widow's brother's wife, the other wife, the OG wife, who was like, yeah, this is chill. I saw Wicked. I think we talked about it last time. I saw Wicked with my sister. It was fucking hilarious. I had a fun time. It was great. I mean, I fucking hate musicals. But shout out to not AG's good, but I mean the whole, like, I don't know, whoever did the set design on that shit, the people that built that Wicked village or whatever the fuck, like, if you love film, I mean, just objectively, the set was just fucking out of this world, bro. It was just nuts. And then the singing is nuts too. Like, I don't love all the shit they're singing, and I don't love all the songs, and I can't really even keep track of that shit. But Cynthia Erivo, oh my God. That woman can fucking sing, bro. It's off the chain. I hate Wizard of Oz. And I hate musicals. But her shit was off the fucking chain. So I saw that, and then my algorithm was feeding me stuff like nonstop about fucking Wicked after I saw it with my sister. And there's just been some absolutely ridiculous things that were popping up. Like, let me see. Let me get this up for you here. Let me see where it is. Here we go. All right. See if I can play this.
Cynthia Erivo is uber talented, like preternaturally talented. She's great in everything. She makes Elphaba's character much more interesting than Elphaba's character was probably in the original musical. In the original musical, if you saw
This is Ben Shapiro of the Daily
Wire. It was Kristen
Wire.
Chenoweth playing Glinda, and it was Idina Menzel playing Elphaba. Idina Menzel was a much less interesting Elphaba than Cynthia Erivo's Elphaba. And Cynthia Erivo has pipes on her. I mean, she can really, really belt. She can really sing. Ariana Grande, by contrast, does not live up to the standard of Kristen Chenoweth. She would have been way better. If this had been made 20 years ago, she would have been a way better Glinda than Ariana Grande, who's quite mannered, who can't quite bring off kind of the cutesy charming thing. It starts to grate. After a little while, she's kind of one note Ariana Grande. She doesn't have the ability to belt Broadway style. She has a much smaller voice than...
This is how you know the movie it has taken the country by storm. Benjamin Shapiro, who I fully expected him to go on and be like, Wicked is woke garbage. Wicked is woke garbage. Why is the lead black? Why is the lead a black woman? I don't know. Well, you know, DEI. And he didn't say any of his buzzwords. He sang the fucking praises of the whole. As a matter of fact, he had the biggest problem with Ariana Grande, which is hilarious. And then the algorithm fed me all these dumb fucking... This is the thing about hypocrisy, that whether you're the trio throuple in Cabo or you're Ben Shapiro, the algorithm, and this is why you need a light phone, it fed me all this crazy shit. Like, Wicked has these satanic and demonic. It's got satanic and demonic. It's satanic and demonic. All these fucking dumb... dead in the fucking eye, like evangelical, insert religion, evangelical religious nuts that take hours out of their day to say they are brainwashing your children. They're brainwashing your children. Like, there's just ridiculous hypocrisy in online personalities preaching. You know, some fucking bitch was like, I don't partake in the culture. Because, see, I'm a pure Christian. I believe in the exact word of the Bible, and I give my entire life to it. It's bigger than an American flag. It's bigger than an ethnicity. See, in the kingdom of God, we don't celebrate cultures or what's popular. See, cultures, man, and men are pagan. I don't partake in man-made things and man's society. Hey, honey, are you monetizing this speech on Instagram? Why don't you put a fucking hood on your head and head down to the what is that called? The nunnery, and take it a little more seriously. Because as long as you're fucking monetizing this clickbait religious horseshit, I don't want to hear it. You're not in the kingdom. You're not following it to the word. The ones that do that are monks. Why don't you shut the fuck up and read the book and hang out with other people that do it? Because if you're truly religious and you're not attached to the culture and society, and I don't partake, then stop waving your fucking white finger and go back to church and join and quit your job while you're at it and give up your T-Mobile bill and turn in your iPhone. Because let me tell you, it's all man-made and part of the fucking culture and zeitgeist and all the fucking devil pagan shit you're upset about. Return your Shein outfit, you fucking hypocritical dumb fuck. I'm sick of this shit. Return your slave fucking labor. Return your Tesla that Jesus gave you. Actually, Jesus gave it to you. The idiots that watch your fucking clips all day. Whoo! That was a good one. That might be where we wrap. Go see Wicked. And evidently go to Cabo and have fun and be in a throuple. Whew. All right, guys, listen. The holidays are upon us. I hope you guys have a wonderful fucking week. I hope this helped get you through your Monday and made you giggle a little bit. And keep it light, keep it happy. I'll be here next Monday. I can't thank you guys enough for listening. Please leave me 5 stars in the Apple Podcast Store and write a comment if you listen every week. It's all I ask. Write something 5 stars. I don't even care. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Just put it in there, and I might put the Spotify shit up like a post or whatever. Email me all the clips at TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com. I couldn't get to anything this week. I wanted to share and just make you giggle a little bit. We'll cover topics next time. And I love you guys. I hope you have a good week, and I'll talk to you next Monday. Thanks.